Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for joining. I hope you stick around. I hope you like what we do here. We just have a good old time making a mess and cleaning it up and trying to make a few journals and some folios and mini albums along the way of making the mess. Right now, I am torn. I got this set up. Let me move that. All right. So Miss Angela Kerr had put out a freebie the other day to go along with her pretty kit. And I was like, let me snatch that up real quick. And I'm not sure if this was included in it or not. I know I went on her, because I'm on her Facebook fans thing where she puts freebies and that on Fridays, and I'm not sure if this was with that kit. I think it was just a backgrounds. So what I'm thinking is I want to take these backgrounds and I want to use them on the inside and make a little mini journal. And then she had these were like some of her things that were on there, and I'm not sure what months they were, but this, I know this was part of that freebie. Pretty sure it was, because that all went together, and this was like the last month's, and I just thought it was pretty. So I printed those out with the Blue Jays and that. And my printer, when I was doing it, I said, well, I want some more tags. So I was thinking about taking these little bits, finding me some pretty, just making some little mini folio type flip-flop envelope thingies. I know that don't make much sense, but all right. So this was my printer snatched up just regular printer paper from the tray on that. And I didn't, delegate that, hey, I needed it on thicker. So then I had to reprint this. That's why I got 2 of those. But all of that is on, like, thin printer paper. This is, like, my 40-pound paper. Well, all that to be said, I want to make something out of this. And then these, I thought, because of the greens and the browns and that, because this was like I want to say it was a background kit that was on there, like a little bit ways down her list, and I'm not sure when or where, but I was like, that would go with that other kit, just the background. So then I was like, well, I want to take these and, like, kind of like glue them together and make the pages to go inside of it, is what I'm thinking I'm going to do with this. So I need to cut them and trim them up. That's what I'm wanting to do. So that would be front and back, and these would be like on the inside of the little folio thing. And then I can make pockets and such with my guest check things for all the little ephemera pieces, is what I'm wanting to do. Now this, I'm wanting to do the outside cover. So and I got some purple envelopes from, where was it? The Hobby Lobby. A little ways back when they did their, I got pink, a teal green, and 2 different color purples for $1.24. And they are envelope 7A. There's 24 pieces of them. It says 5.25 by 7.25. So I was thinking that I could take this envelope here, because I wanted to do something with it, but I didn't have enough stuff to do a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to do a purple rose journal. So I said this would be a cute little something or another that we could put in that rose journal, That's what I'm thinking. So I could probably pull out some of my rose journal bits that could go with this real well. But I just want to make something with this whether it be a standalone, which I think it could be a standalone because you got 1, 2, 3, and it would have 4 pages, you know, and then we got the front and back cover, and then we got, you know, the little ephemera pieces to go in it. I was like, how stinking cute would that be to make something like that? So I was thinking I could take the envelopes and glue them together and leave about 1/4 of an inch here, and we'll have to make us a new bend, and that's where I could sew my signature in, right there. And then we can have the other end of the envelope flip over to and be, you know, do the closure piece. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Because I'll need something. I need to glue that, and then I would need to leave about 1/4 of an inch, just enough, you know, where we could have a little gusset spine for our pages, is what I'm thinking. This is a whole new bit that I'm doing. I mean, it's pretty paper, you know, and you got plenty of envelopes and such, and, you know, just play with it. Have fun and play with your stuff. And that's what I'm doing. So I didn't want to jump into another journal and seeing then like this purple bit I could cut out and put in there, you know, and that would go with it. I mean, and then this little pink stuff. So there was enough of her freebies where I was like, shoot, you know, you got the background pages here, you got a front and back cover there, you got all the ephemera bits, you know, let's do it to it. I want to get me some more blue bits because this here is so pretty. I actually think I might go get this whole kit because I think she's got a kit that goes with that. I was like, oh, that's so pretty, because I've been wanting to do a bird thing with blue jays and such. So, and I've not really checked out a whole lot of Angela Kerr's designs. Etsy, I don't know if it, I don't even know if it's an Etsy shop that she has, y'all. I mean, that's, you know, I'm joined her Facebook fan group thing, and I was like, oh, thank you, ma'am, you know, thank you so much for these pretty items. So then I just went on there the other night and was just looking around, and I was like, shoot, them background pages would go with this here. Let's see if we can't make something, you know. So what I want to do first, and I pulled out shaded lilac to do my border piece around it. And if you can see that little hint of purple there. So when I cut these pieces, and that'll blend in with my envelopes, but it'll knock that white where I cut, you know, the border piece off. It'll knock the white off. So that's what I want to do with that. So right now, I need to cut those pieces apart. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to score this one envelope right quick. And we're going to go ahead and get our, try to get our cover piece done. I was thinking about making up some ephemera pieces too. So I know I want all of these to be the inside journal page bits. I think that is going to be the cutest. I wish that was on this side, so that would be the front page. You know what I'm saying? That would be awesome. That's going to wind up being in the back, but that'll be okay because I can put one of these little houses here that's on the 100 or 65 pound cardstock. I can put that here and make it a little tuck spot. Shut up. I'm excited because this is pretty. And you got waving hand, you know, hey, how you doing? But yeah, this is pretty. And I'm sorry, y'all, I was not in the best of moods when I sat down here tonight. I was almost in a crying fit because I'm overwhelmed with life. And it's nothing that nobody can do or help me with. It's just me as personal. I just feel like everybody's attacking me. Not really attacking me, just everybody wants something. You know, you ever get to feeling that way? You know, like, you know, everybody wants something from you, but nobody's giving you nothing to help you. That makes sense. So that's where I was at with my little self-pity party before I jumped on here. And I was like, just shut up. Suck it up. Be a grown-up and just go on about yourself. And then that's what I did. All right, so now see, I scored that piece right there. So then we got us a little gusset part to where we can fold our pages and put them in there. Yes, ma'am. That's what we're going to do. I think it's going to be pretty. I think it'd just be a cute little standalone piece. And I may add a few more just pages to it. I don't want to shove it plumb full. You know, it's going to be a little folio pocket such thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, what am I looking for? Glue. We need glue. But yeah, I should have cut them pieces apart. But I really sat down here with I wanted to work with this. I've been wanting to work with that since I got it, since you put it out. Not this, I think it was this past Friday. I'm not sure. It may have been last. I don't know. But I know I printed it. It was this past Friday. Yes, ma'am. It sure was. So I was like, she did the preview of it on her Facebook group. That it was the freebie, and I said, ooh wee, I got to go look at that when I get home. And then I just went through some of her you know, recent Friday freebie type deals. And I said, let me print them backgrounds off, because that would go with this. And then I'm going to have to fold this here, do a little gusset on this piece. So we'll have our little folio bit. Because these are 40, the papers are on 40-pound weight. So see, then that being gusseted, that's going to throw my top piece off. So yep, I need to score that as well. So let's go ahead and score that at 1/4 inch. Now you can do this with white pockets, pink pockets, I'm saying pockets, envelopes, because see, it's got the peak. It's got the, you know, the white would really be pretty on that. Or those little green ones, that green color that I had would have been pretty on that as well. I'm second guessing myself now. Yep, that green. And hold on, let me get them. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because, you know, I just went up there and I had they had my color schemes on sale, you know, so I had to get them. So it's pretty colors. I'm sorry. These are my colors. So you got like this purpley pink and then this purple here. So that would go really well with it. I mean, that would. But I thought this here just, you know, and then look, this green. Oh, wow, that would be beautiful on that green, y'all. I might print it out and make 2 or 3 of them. I wonder if she'd get mad at me. Just making stuff out of her freebies. See, then that pink, because it's got the pink hues. Oh, that would be, yep. We might make a couple of them, y'all. Should. But yeah, I got the envelopes. It was $1.24. And it was, I think they were just cleaning out their spring colors bits, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so let's try this here. I may have wished I hadn't have gussied this, to be quite honest with y'all. I probably could have just gotten away with just putting it together and folding it up. Alright, but I'm thinking that I'm going to need, I'm thinking I'm going to need a gusset here. Just something, you know, yeah, see, just a little bit. And while I got that like that, I'm going to put me a, what do you call them? Magnets. I'm going to put me some magnets there. Because once I get the paper on it, it's going to be a whole lot stronger than what it is. And of course, you know, all my magnets are stuck together over here. Y'all look at this. That's what my magnets look like. Shut up. Let's see. see. Can I get a... I could probably get away with some small ones. So I got 8s. I have 8mm, I have 10mm, and 12mm magnets. That's what I got here. Most of the time I use the 12s for my heavier duty projects, like my mini albums and that. I use the 12 or the 10 for the flat closure. So basically what we're going to do is make us a little envelope folio. Hush up. But yeah, I don't know. I was irritated when I got out of work. Because, you know, it's Monday. And of course, you know, Monday is the worst day at my job. Because I'm playing catch up from the weekend. And then I just feel like a lot of stuff's being left on me, and it's irritating me greatly. Very, very irritating. Which, you know, I'm sure everybody does that too. They have them days where they just feel like, you know, nobody does nothing but them. I understand, you know, but... And, you know, the girls that worked this weekend, you know, they did fairly well. They were busy. I mean, you know, but they weren't busy to the point that they couldn't have, you know, got the cleaning list done. It was supposed to be done on the weekends and stuff like that. So that was a little irritating. But, you know, maybe they were in the mood where they didn't feel like, you know, they were in the best feeling mood, you know. So, but I had made mention about it, and I was told that things weren't working out the way that my boss had envisioned them or had planned for them to work out, I assume, when I came back to work there, and he's going to do some schedule changes. So therefore, I was like, I don't know. Oh no, you're not going to fold up like that. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that my folio is square, because if it's not square, then when I close it and these snap back, then this thing is going to close wonky, real wonky. Okay. And I can't get it to stand up. Alright, I'm going to stick that. We'll flip it over. We're going to square this end up. And we're going to stick that one. And hopefully hope that we got it. I may have to rescore it. And that's what I'm afraid of. I think I'm going to need to rescore it. But once I cover it up with paper, them score lines ain't going to matter much. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm going to rescore it just a smidget hair over on this top piece. Okie doke. Well, let's try you, buddy, and see if you work. Okay, so when I say squared up, so you're going to stand it up and make sure that your score here is square. Make sure that this score is square. And I over-scored it because I know it's going to be a little fat mama. You know what I'm saying? So I did an over-score on it just to make sure. And I'm going to set it down. And I'm just going to pinch those. Trying to get our magnets in place. So then when we close it up, and once it gets the paper on it and in it, it'll be squared up. Does that make sense? I hope so. So I kind of wanted to, like, it's got like a rounded score here. So that way, if it is a little bulkier, then the closure will still work. Does that make sense to you? You see how that's a little bit bigger than this one? So it's kind of like a rounded square. So it'll allow for the bulk. Okie doke. Let's put these up. I think that's the first time I've used my magnets in any journal or folio that I've made on in a video. I'm pretty sure it is. There's all kinds of little tricks and stuff you can do with magnets and stuff and folios that'll help you out and keep it closed up for closures and that. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. I keep putting stuff on my cutter board. Alright, so let's get our cover. There's my cover piece. These I only use for ephemera pieces because it'll go on the other pages. And I got my empty boxes set up over here out of my way. Because I was just like, well, what do I need to do today? Do I need to just make up some more ephemera pieces? And I was like, nope, I'm going to play with these pretty papers. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, and it slid on me. Bless it. Alright, I got to change this cutter out. Because now it's ripping. And I got the blade out to change it out, and I forgot to do it, y'all. Now I can't remember how to get it off there. Oh, goodness gracious. Ugh, just forget it. We're just going to sink our blade and cut it that way. Because for some reason, this thing wants to flip-flop on me over here. And it's on that thinner paper. And cut my long sides, and then I'll take and cut that one side and straighten it back up because I messed it up on the bottom. Alrighty. And I don't know why I feel like I need to be in such a hurry. I've been feeling that way all day. Maybe that's what it is. I feel hurried everything I do. I'm just tired of being in a hurry, you know? Okay, let's straighten this side up. Okie doke. I hope everybody's doing well today. I don't know, I think it's just me. I feel like I need to do all this, and that, and the other, and then every time I turn around, it's like, oh, I can't do this because I got to do that, and I can't do this because I got to go do this. You know, it's just irritating some days. So I'm thinking I want to put this on the front, and I want to put one of those houses here. I think that's what I'm going to do. But see, now I could probably just take and just lay that flat down. But I want a border around it, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so I just told you what the measurements on this was, and I done forgot myself, but I'm cutting it to size. Alright, 7 1/4. I want to make sure I leave the spine. About 5 3/16. Okay, 7 1/4. So if I cut it at 7, then I'll have a little border all the way around it. Let me get a drink, because I don't know why. Alright, so we're going to cut this down to 7, height-wise. And then that will leave me 1/4 inch all the way around it to have a little border piece. going to save that little strip and we'll use it in something else. We'll just put it up here. We'll just lay it right here until we get done. Alright, so from this score line, the original fold on it, to the edge over here is just a hair below 5 1/4, so I can cut that at 5 and have a border all the way around that way as well. Okie dokie. So that's how I do my borders when I do borders on stuff. So then this will be here, and that'll have a border around it all the way around, and then you have your little gusset piece like that. So I took that measurement out. So that's going to be there. I would like to have that on the front, but I want to use one of those little houses here. And let's see, what am I going to cut off of you? Need to cut you to 5. Let's cut this bit here off. And I'll save that bit. We can do something else with it. And see, and then that'll be there. And then we'll have that. Oh, it's going to be pretty. And I may not even do anything on that little strip, because that's going to be, what, like 1/3? It's going to be 1/3, or not even that, just a strip down it, so I'm going to leave it purple. Alright, so I'm going to ink this, but see, if I put that on the front, now let's look at this, y'all. So it's going to be folded up this way here, and we have our little gussets. So then you got to take an effect, or in account, I should say. Oh, that'd be pretty. So that's going to look kind of something like that. If I do that on the front. Let's see, if I do that on the front, then I can take and put one of those houses here. And then we can take this piece and put it on the back. That's going to be cute. Okay, let's do that. Because I want one of those houses on the front of it. Let's see, what I'm talking about is maybe cutting this here out and putting it there, or this one. Let's cut this one and put it on the front. And then we can decorate this piece up here with some of these, with one of these things. That's too wide. Look, I can take these and put them down there. We can put these, what do you call them, stamps, down this piece right here. I don't even have to put nothing else down it. We can put them stamps down that. Yep, sure enough can. And see, then I got some more here, because this is 65-pound cardstock. It's not flippy flap paper. This is flippy flap paper, which is otherwise known as regular printer weight 20-pound printer paper. And I don't want a whole big inked out border. I'm just knocking it where with the white. That's all I'm doing, is beating the white off of it. I'm just trying to get the white down off of it. Oh, I thought I cut that off there. It's alright. We can glue that and fix it. Daggone it. It's okay. We'll fix it. But yeah, I saw this the other day and I said, I'm going to get that and see what I can do with it. And then Miss Lady had the backgrounds, and I was like, shoot, them would go with that. Let's make us a little folio thingy bob with it. Yep, see, and then I would glue that down, and I'm going to need to do this with where's my little glue mats? Here we go. Because I'm using up book pages and for glue things. Oh, give me my glue. Come here. And then I said, well, you know, you can always go to Dollar Tree and buy you a book. You just gotta watch out for some words in it. So now I'm gonna try my best to glue this here with these messed up glue sticks. See, that right there is why I hate these glue sticks, because it does that mess. Just a big old chunk of glue. That is awful. Because I wanted to use a wet glue, but where it's on that thinner paper, that wet glue ain't gonna do nothing but show right through it, and it'll have lines all the way through it. Alright, so now I need to get these off of here real quick and get that on there before that glue messes up. Alright, so now watch how, see this, because this is the sticky. So what you want to do is, if you use a glue stick, because you can have a little bit of wiggle room with a glue stick, but now this double-sided tape, there ain't no wiggle room. Once it's on there, it's on there. So you just take your glue stick and go over top of that double-sided tape. So, and if you're using a thicker cardstock and using wet glue, you'll put your wet glue on it. So you'd have you a little bit of wiggle room to get your paper lined up straight. That's a little trick for you. Alright, let's get this paper on here straight as we can get it. You're going to be on there straight. I think so. I just gotta get this corner piece right here. Okay, yeah. It's always tricky with a whole, you know, it's a 5x7 sheet of paper that you're using a glue stick on. It's a little tricky. So I'm just gonna take and make sure where I pulled it up over here, it is adhered. Make sure your corners are down. Okay, oh, that's gonna be pretty, y'all. All right, so on the back side of this, oh yeah, see, there we go. Look, it's a little bit off here, but that's okay. We're gonna put our house piece there anyway. You ain't gonna tell that. We'll fix that and cover it up. But, which I think I trimmed it wrong to start with. Okay. So now, what do I need to do? I think I'm going to cover the back side of it. Whoops, sorry about all that racket. Just pick it up and wipe it off, knucklehead. So my glue stick left all that junk on there. Alright, flip it over. Okay, so now we can do this side here. Put it down on there. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Is that upside? Is it upside down? Let me check, make sure. I didn't even check. All right. Yep, that's right side up. Okay. I wonder if it would be better to glue part and then just, you know, go down. Let's try that. Yeah, let's try that. do this, see if that works. Probably not. It might make it worse. But we're going to do half of it, and then we'll glue the other half. I just want to get the top part straight. Does that make sense? That's the only reason why I'm doing it. I want to line this piece up with that one. Not even worrying about the edging at the moment. I'm just wanting to line this top piece up with that top piece. All right, stop moving. Okay. And I do think it is cut just a hair crooked. Just a hair. This is why I like doing the wet glue, but like I said, it's on the thinner paper. So that's okay. May have to go print me another piece of this. I don't want to cover the inside covers because I want to be able to use those pockets. What's my thinking? Okay, so now I need to glue the bottom part of it. Yeah, I think that helped to do that than trying to glue the paper and try to wiggle it on there. I think this is going to come out a little better than the front one did. But the front one's not that bad, you know. Alrighty, I like that. Okay. Yep, there we go. That's going to look cute. I'm going to like that. But we may need to, I don't think, because I need to cut this. I need to cut these here off. Let me see, I probably should have done that before I actually glued it together. But that's gonna be a trip. That's gonna be trouble. Not too bad, I don't think. Just take and eat that a little bit right there. Yeah, we should have pre-thought of that. We should have cut these beforehand, but that's okay. So then we can use our pockets on the inside of it, see? And that's why I didn't want to cover them up. I'm just inking because apparently this is white core. Which I think it's going to be cute anyways. But what I can do is take and put a strip on these, and that'll help stiffen it up, won't it? It sure will. Yeah, I can put a strip on that. That'll help stiffen the outside of it up. think that's what I'll do. Is I'll, let me just cut you off there already. Is we'll take and we'll, put something on the, on that pocket piece there. Okay. See, I thought about putting them on there, but they need to be backed on something, because that's thin. Alrighty. Well, you know what? We're going to put them on there anyways. Because once it dries with the glue, it'll thicken. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a little thicker. So let's put these pieces on there. So we're going to do, I was hoping to try to get this done, but I don't think I will, because like I said, I don't edit. So, you know, whatever you see is what I do in real time. Other than, you know, it's just a video and I post it. So I think we'll get these pockets covered. And I'm gonna work on getting these bits done. Because, you know, most of the time when it's a folio or something like this, it's like, you know, it's a 1 hour video, and they speed up the inking, they speed up the this and that, and they've done got the stuff cut out. I didn't do that. So let me cut you off of there now. And see, and it has that light lilac border around these items for like your fussy cut line. If you can see, it's got like that real light lilac, so that's why I chose that color there, the shaded lilac, because I was like, that'll blend in great with the rest of this, you know. And let's see, so anytime you have a flimsy piece of paper like that just don't want to cooperate with you, you can get you a piece of cardstock, a piece of cardboard. This one of them little flippy flap things where they keep sending me, trying to get me to get a credit card. And you can put it, and just, it'll hold it and help you ink it. It'll just help you ink. And that's what I do. I'll put it up to the edge of it, and I'll just hold it so I can ink it. And see, and that's that color, it blends in into the background. So that's going to be pretty. Only problem is you just got to be careful and not forget to hold your hand down there. You'll be inking your finger too. Yeah, because that's what I just did. I inked my finger. But like I said, you know, I printed it out just, you know, because I was like, oh, that'd be cute and used for some ephemera pieces here and there in the other place, you know. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a pull here in this pocket. So that we know that it is a pull. I'm going to put that on there. Make sure we are right side up. Yes, we are. I'm trying to eyeball to make sure I'm about the same depth and the same width in the middle of this as that one. Even though it's going to have pages in between, you know what I'm saying? It's not really going to tell no difference because it'll have papers in between it. But yeah, I think this is going to be cute. And it would be cute with this, different color envelopes too. All the different color envelopes. That's why I was like, ooh, let's make one with all the color envelopes that I have. But the next one I would make would be, all the items would be printed out on 65-pound cardstock. Give it a little more heft, a little more weight to it. Won't be so flimsy, which this will not be flimsy after the glue dries. And you all know, as soon as you glue something, it looks awful weak for a little bit until it dries. So there we go. Put those down on the pockets. You know what we can do? Put some lace underneath it. Yes, we can. Where's my lace at? Oh, come here. Push up. Ooh, that would be pretty on there. Might be too wide. Might be a little wide, but we're going to try it. That's pretty. I don't want to use that thick lace just because that's a good, on the book spine or journal spine. Let's see what we got in here. I got some thinner lace that we can do. Come here. Yep, here we go. Shut your face. Look at that. There we go. There we go. We can put that down. Got your pocket right there. Put that on it. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And we ain't even got to cover the whole pocket, but I'm going to because I want to. I just got to make sure I don't cut, when I cut it and trim it, that I don't cut the actual envelope. So I'm going to cut it just a little shorter. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Bern? Cut a little bit shorter. So then that way I don't have an accidental pocket gouge when I go to trim it off. So we'll cut a little shorter than the actual height of it. Well, if I can line this up here, good gracious lady, get yourself together. Alrighty, there we go. We'll do that. So y'all see how, like, I was like at the first video, I was just like, well, now I got in here, I got my great creative mindset on, and soothes me right out, evens me right up. This is why I like crafting. You should get in here, get away from everybody's mess. Away from all the junk. That's yeah. Alrighty, that's the right side there. Okay. And then you're in here crafting, doing your thing. Alright, we're gonna need to put this down with some good old Fabri-Tac. Probably get this on and put the pocket piece there that I want on it. And then I'm going to call it a video because I think it's about an hour. Let me see, what time is it? Oh yeah, we got about 11 minutes. But I'm going to need to let this here dry. And I'm going to cut out all the parts. Now, did I mess it up again? Okay, yeah. Alright, so you see there where the stitching is in that? That's how you tell if it's front or back. So it looks about the same, but if you can look real fine, it'll have the stitching part in it right there. So then, you know, that's the back side of it. Alright. I just messed that up because I pulled it. Alright, let's put a little bit more on you. I didn't put a whole bunch on it, but I was trying to get it on there so it will hurry up and dry. Okay, let's cut you. That's gonna, I can't even see where I'm cutting. That's the only bad thing about it. I can't even see where I'm cutting it here. I'm holding it up to me so I can look down on it, so I'll make sure I'm not cutting the envelope to get that little piece off of there. Alright, I need to put another little piece up here. I don't know why this envelope seems like it's just sucking up this Fabri-Tac for some reason. Maybe it's because I did put a little skimp amount on it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get this other side down. Yeah, because I did the skimp over on it. I didn't want to soak it to death. One thing, I was afraid it was going to wilt it up. Like I was going to smush out and glue my pocket together. And when I wave like that, it's got the Fabri-Tac spider web. Now this one here I use also as a like a book spine cover, but you know, it's not that the other one that I was about to use, that one's a little costlier than this one, and it's more of a this is actual lace. That is more of a embroidery. The other one that I was about to use, because it was pretty and I was wanted it on here, and I was like, nope, we can save that for something else. Yeah, because this is just a me project, you know. This is just a Lori project. Just because. I don't know, y'all can't see me cutting this lace trim bit here off, but I'm just holding it to me so I can look down and make sure I'm not cutting the envelope and I'm cutting it straight. Well, I lied. It ain't exactly straight, but it's not hanging off the end of the paper either, like I wanted. I didn't want it hanging off the end of the paper. Okay. this piece here wants to flip flap around like a flounder. So we're going to stick you down and get the glue out. Oh goodness, just get out of there already. Okay. Let's get us a wet nap. Or 2 or 3. Whatever comes out. Yeah, because see, if I was a good YouTuber, I would have had all the pieces cut apart to this. And stopped and edited and this and that and other, you know, like in between the drying parts, and would have done, you know, all that good stuff. But, okay, so I need to put this down with the Fabri-Tac so it'll stick to the lace. Not have rippledy bits in it. Oh yeah, that is so pretty. Do I like it? I love it. And that'll give us some strength, you know, on that cover piece. Yeah, that'll strengthen up our cover piece for us. Oh, come on now. Y'all, I have to tell y'all something. Another thing I was greatly frustrated with when I got on here was I had decided that I'm going to open a coffee shop. So I was trying to get my coffee count, you know, the one, KO-IF coffee, I think is how you pronounce it. So I went on there and I was signing up for that, and, you know, linking all my stuff and everything. And, you know, like, what is it? Your PayPal and that. And I was finding out, you know, how I needed to go about adding my products and such, you know. And then it clicked me over to share this on your YouTube channel. So I copied it, went to YouTube, and apparently I'm going to have to do it on a laptop, because it would not let me copy, cut, and paste on my cell phone. So, and please don't laugh at me, because like I said, we all know I am not, you know, tech savvy by no means whatsoever. And the only reason that my Instagram is link is shared on my YouTube channel is because my son Jaden did it for me. When he was he come to help me get my stuff set up to start with. So that's why it's on there. And the only reason I have an Instagram account is because my daughter Autumn set it up for me. And I think I shared one video on there the whole time, and I thought I was sharing a link to my video, and it put the whole hour-long video on there. She is laughing. She said, "Mama, you do know you shared your whole video, right?" I was like, "No, I just shared a link to it." She's like, "No, you shared the whole video." Okay, well, at least, you know, they got to see it. It's on Instagram. The IG, as she calls it. Alrighty. But, you know, I do get notifications on there that somebody has Insta message or direct message or whatever you want to call it. So I do try to answer those back. You know, like specific questions or what have you. And I do my best to if I don't reply to your comments, I always try to heart them, because it'll pop up and show me, you know, updates or what have you while I'm at work. So I'll try to at least heart it when I see it, and then I'll go back later and I'll try to reply if you have any questions and such, you know. Alrighty, so I think we're going to call this a video, and I'm going to get off of here because I like that so far. And I'm going to get these little bits of cutty parts. These little bits of cutty parts. I'm going to get these little bits of fussy cuts off of here, cut out. And then we'll work on it some more tomorrow, and I'm going to get my pages. I may attempt to sew them pages together just for a little bit more of a dramatic effect. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't done that yet. And it's only a few pages, you know what I'm saying? So it surely to goodness I can do that. Probably not, but hopefully. So if you don't see me tomorrow or a few days, or I'm over here one-handed crafting, it's because I ran my hand through the sewing machine, more than likely. Because see, look, I've got this little desktop one that has white yarn in it, or white thread. So, and then I've got, I don't know if I can get it out from underneath here. And I've got this little bitty one here. I had to blow the dust off of it. And I got this little bitty one here. And it has black thread in it. So, yeah. And I love it. I think it is so cute. So, hopefully I'll get better at that stuff. Because I like the look of, you know, like the tags and pockets and stuff with, you know. And then I think it would be great too, and save me some ink, like if I printed, you know, and if it's on the thinner paper, like the 20-pound paper, and you take and, because Miss Gail Augustinelli does that, she'll take and trim the white piece off, and I don't know if it would have printed this borderless or not, but I think that's just the way the file is, so I don't know. So I'm going to trim that, and then I'll just sew around the edges of it and sew the papers together. That's my plan anyways. So, what is that? Two sheets, or, well, 4 pages, but it'll make 2 insert sheets. So, hopefully, I can get that done. So, what I'll do is, like, in the middle here, I'll take and put some Fabri-Tac and glue it down, just to hold it where it won't switch, you know, wibble wobble with me. And then I'll just take and run it through and just straight stitch around it. And that's what I'm going to do. And no, I won't do that on video for a good while, because I am not nowhere near the seamstress at all. I even had to buy me a blow-up pair of glasses just so I could see the needle to thread it. With a threader now, mind you. So, yeah. Oh, but I think this is going to be so cute, y'all. I'm just going to dust that a little bit right there. There's something on it. But yes, that is cute as a button. I like it. So then we'll need to come up with something to cover this. And see, these little things here would cover that really good. Just, you know, to cover up where we've got our magnet. So I'll put one of those there. That may be a bit wide. But I do know on the front page, I'm going to put these down here. I think that'll be cute, just kind of back and forth. So I thought maybe those would have worked had I left it the regular size. Those would have worked great on the inside and outside. And that's what I was thinking. And then I was like, no, I need to put a little gusset on it because I'm putting those papers in it. So, yeah. These two here may work better on that. I may have to trim it down a little bit, but I like that on there. I may have to wind up printing me another one of them. Alrighty, I'm getting off here. But yeah, so see, then you got a pocket here and a pocket here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cute. Yeah, I wished that I had printed that on. If I was selling it, I would go back and print all of this on 110-pound cardstock just so it'd be sturdy. Like I said, this is just a Lori project. Just, you know, just playing in between journals is what I'm doing. But you could really do this up and do it good and be able to, like, sell it if you did it on 110-pound cardstock. If you printed, well, actually, even 65-pound cardstock would hold up really well. But if you did 110-pound cardstock, this wouldn't be flippy flappy. It would be really sturdy. And it may be after, you know, we get, and you put something in those pockets, you know, that's going to sturdy it up a bit too as well. You know what I'm saying? All right, quit yakking and get off here, lady. Go do something else. Okay. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you are watching this. I greatly appreciate you for watching. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I tell you what, y'all have just showed up and showed out. The day oneers have shared and shared and shared, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. If it weren't for you all, I wouldn't have no subscribers whatsoever, because you all have shared my channel and commented and, you know, kept it going, and I greatly appreciate that. But I am going to try my best to get this Ko-fi site figured out and put a few of my journals and folios and mini albums on there in the upcoming days and weeks. It may not be right off, and it is Ko-fi or Ko-fi, however you say it. It's co-if.com / the old paper lady. And there's a picture of me on there. It's a picture just like, kind of like the one that's on my YouTube of my face. As awful as it looks. But yeah, so I do have it set up to where for just donations or something like that, tips or whatever at the moment. And I can't figure out how to get the link into my description. I'll figure that out if I have to wait for the weekend, get my son to come do it or whatever. But I am going to start taking a few pictures of my journals and loading them in there. And I don't even know how to price them. I really don't. I have no clue as to what to do about pricing on them. There's a few that I've checked out their Ko-fis, and they range from $40-50 upwards to $200-300. And I was like, hoo-wee, that's a bit for a journal, you know. But it had all these flips and flops, glowed in the darks, dangles, you know, and Swarovski crystals, or whatever you call them. You know, don't make fun of me. Anyways, it had all the crystal things all in and over it, and just like it looked like it had diamonds on the front of it. It was so pretty, and I was just like, ooh, I want it, but I was like, ooh, I can't pay that for it. But it was really pretty. But anyways, thank you all so much. And I'm not saying go over there. I'm just saying, letting you know, in the upcoming weeks or month or so, I will have a full active Ko-fi, however you want to say it, shop. And that's where I will be hopefully uploading and putting my journals and stuff like that. So just bear with me until I get it up and going. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But thank you all so much. You all have a good night, and we will talk at you till later.